Come on, Sanjeev. Madness are only a pop group. We've had pop groups on before.
He's a big fan of Madness. He's nervous about meeting them.
He should relax. He creates pressure for himself. Why doesn't he relax?
We should help him relax.
Sanjeev, relax or you'll ruin the show!
Oh, hello, son. I am the grandmother of the house, Ammi. This is my daughter-in-law.
Hello, I'm Marjorie. This is my husband.
Ashwin Kumar, how do you do? Pleasure to meet you.
Hello. I'm the grandmother of the house. This is my daughter-in-law.
I'm Marjorie.
Hello,
This is my
Ashwin Kumar. Thank you for coming. Ashwin Kumar, how do you do? Hello.
Okay, everybody, hold hands with the person next to you. Come on, hurry up, boys. Hurry up. Come on, no, hold his hand. Okay, now we go around that when you follow me, okay? Well done. It's a bit cramped, but just manage.
Oh, come on.
Thank God they're so solid, crew cancer.
Staff mistress, you know.
Ami, have you got enough room?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. These boys really know how to look after an old lady. I feel very protected.
I'll go get Sanjeev.
Sanjeev is very excited to meet you. When he was a boy, he always wanted to be in your group, but he was too young.
And too talentless.
Come on, Sanjeev. He's looking very nice. He's a rude boy.
Yes, it's Prince Gutbuster.
All right, nutty boys. All right. No, it's all right, it's mates. I'm Sanjeev, I'm the host. Big fan of yours. Can I sit next to Suggs, please?
Oh, Suggs, do you want me to move?
No.
Sorry, Sanjeev.
Well, that's all right. I'll squeeze in next to Chaz.
No, I don't think there's any room.
Not much room here.
Ah, right. Well, this is good. I'll stand here.
Why don't you show them your little madness dance? You'd like to see his little madness dance, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Go on, Sanjeev. Go on. Look at him go!
It needs some work. Thank you very much. Welcome to my show. Now, my first guests have been in the music industry for over 20 years, and every year they just get older and older. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Madness! Oh, Dad, go. Get down.
Are we there yet?
Yes, just here. She'll stay like that. Quick, get down.
Oi. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I can't believe you're here.
I can't believe we're here. No, have a good
Aren't there supposed to be 7 of you, like the dwarves? Which one is missing?
Funny enough, a really little one.
Oh.
Lee, he's in Australia.
Which one is he?
Sax player.
Grumpy, sleepy, dozy.
Dodgy.
Listen, we have to talk about music because it is legendary. We've got musical legends in the house, so let's waste no more time. Fire away, Dad. Mr. Barson, you live on a boat, isn't it? Oh.
That's right, yeah.
Is your boat hooked up to mains electricity, or do you have some kind of generator?
No, it's fixed up to mains electricity indeed, yes.
Oh, but it could be fixed to a generator.
Could be, yeah.
And what would the power output be of that little beast?
Probably about 430 volts, something like that. I mean, we have 210 volts in Holland. What is it over here? 220, no?
220, 250.
Yeah,
50, can I hear 50?
fascinating.
I hope this isn't rude, but I completely lost interest about 5 minutes ago. Now, listen, people find this very hard to answer this question, but which of you is the most important, and who's the dead wood? Suggs, if you could take...
I think the wrong man there.
No, we're all equals. Yeah, it's a democracy, isn't it, Chris?
But is there being in a band like being in a family?
I suppose it is, yes.
A very dysfunctional family.
Yeah. The Simpsons.
That would be about it, yeah.
So if you are a family, who is the daddy?
Chris, are you the dad?
Yeah, if you want.
Who's the mum?
Yes,
Right,
who's
you
the mum?
No one's owning up.
I think one's owning
We're
up.
a single-parent family.
Yeah.
Very good. That isn't a ploy to get some benefits, is it?
Might be.
Because there's people like that around.
I know,
apparently.
yes.
Now, I've got to say, now you're back together promoting this huge West End musical, of course, Our House.
And a fantastic show it is, too.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Have you
So
seen
I've
it?
heard.
Yes.
Listen, a lot of bands recently have put together musicals from their old songs simply to make some fast cash. But why did you decide to make a musical?
Slow cash.
Has your musical got very loud songs in it?
Some, they're not all very loud. Some are medium loud and some are quiet.
Depends where you sit.
Huh?
12:50, right at the back. Bit hard to hear things, but...
No,
I'll sort it out
loud
later.
songs are good. You see,
yeah,
the Wembley Asian Pensioners Society want to go and see a play, but they like loud musicals because during the songs they get a chance to unburden their gas without anybody hearing.
Front row then, front row.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can use that on the poster. Yeah, so good I couldn't hear myself fart. Daily Telegraph. Fantastic. The Sun.
Yes, it should get a few bums on seats.
Well,
shouldn't it?
hovering about 2 inches above them, I should think. But it is more fun being a pop star, though, isn't it? Have you got to say? I mean, isn't that the real reason that you keep getting back together, Chaz? I mean...
I think we're just stuck with it. It's the thing we do best, and we couldn't do anything else.
But you boys have got to be very careful, you know, with this rock and roll lifestyle because you're no spring chickens anymore, are you?
That's why we only tour once every 3 years.
I mean, you know, Chris, if you and I stepped out on a date, nobody would look twice at us.
Listen, yeah, look, don't worry, she's got lots of mates, you'll all be sorted.
I know.
Don't be left out. Dad?
Mr. Barson, you should find this interesting. A friend of mine sailed from Amsterdam in a barge to London in the summer of 1977.
Yeah.
Did anything happen on the way?
No, it was a very smooth crossing.
Fantastic.
Actually, something interesting did happen once they alighted at Pickett's Lock. Do you know the Lee Valley Market?
Yeah.
He went there.
Oh, good.
We did have a friend who brought a barge back. Was it from Holland?
From Holland, yeah.
And he didn't actually know what he was doing. It was at night. I don't think it was all completely above board. He bought the boat quite legally, but I don't think he'd contacted the appropriate authorities about the way...
Excuse me, he tried to smuggle a barge.
Well,
He bought the boat.
he bought the boat.
The guy that he bought it from would deliver it, but he didn't.
Oh.
So, having had no sailing experience, he crossed the channel and he just followed some red lights.
In Amsterdam, right? Not a good thing to do, is it?
He was there for 4 months. No, he did actually cross the channel just following a ferry.
It was a Brian ferry.
He couldn't keep up with it.
You know, we could possibly afford to talk about your music.
Hey!
Since you're here, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think so. Mum?
When you did the Madstock concerts in Finsbury Park, local people thought it was an earthquake, but it was just the crowd dancing.
Sorry, sir. Where was the question?
There was no particular question. It was an observation. It just followed on from something.
What? What do we do when we don't have a question?
You keep quiet.
Dad,
Oh.
you all are very rich. Tell us about that.
You can buy as many generators as you can imagine. Really big
I
ones.
imagine that you're quite careful with your money. Chris, you're as careful as a gnat's chop, aren't you?
I have been known to draw £5 out of a cash machine.
Ah.
Very hard.
Over a month.
Very hard.
Mum?
I want to know how many children they have.
Who?
All of them.
Okay.
Collectively.
Well, all right, we'll start with you, Chaz. Well, if you could give us a number and a gender, right, say like 2 boys and 2 girls. Well, don't say that if that's not true.
2 boys and a
But
girl.
if you could sort of say it in the words that I just said it.
Boy 16, boy 13, little girl nearly 8.
Okay, that's quite complicated for me, actually, because there's...
2 boys and a girl.
That's it, all right. Subs?
2 girls.
3 boys.
2 girls.
2 girls.
3 boys.
Oh, well done.
Very good.
You have produced 15 children, 8 boys and 7 girls.
As far as we know.
That was quick. That was incredibly
Well,
quick.
a Punjabi mother counting children is instinctive. It's like Dustin Hoffman counting toothpicks in Rain Man. Same thing.
Yeah, okay. Now, the other thing that's interesting to me from that is that you're all dads, aren't you? Because you used to be really cool, but now you're like dads, which is quite uncool. And, you know, technically, you're at the age where you could be granddads, which is, like, really uncool.
Oh, like me.
And my question is... what? Hummy.
Oh, okay. The question is, do your kids think you're fly or whack or what?
Yeah, that.
I don't know what you mean.
You've answered the question.
Fly.
Fly, very good. Fly.
If they don't, they get a whack.
Ah.
Is this a barge question?
No. Okay. Mr. Barson, like me, I understand you have a few amusing stories up your sleeve. I hear you know a Belgian joke.
Oh, no, not the Belgian joke.
Yeah, I know a Belgian joke, yeah, indeed.
Tell us.
How long is this
I
for?
certainly do. I don't know how long we got. It's a bit of a long one. There was a gentleman, and he was looking for a new brain. He was looking for a new brain, and so he went to the brain shop, and they got them in pots, you know. They got these sort of jars, you know, on the shelf. And he was looking around, and he said he was asking the prices of them, and the guy said, "I've got a German one here, got an English one here, got a Belgian one over there."
Fantastic.
No, he hasn't finished it yet.
I'm just encouraging him. Carry on, Mr. Barson.
So he said, how much are they? He said, I'm looking for a good brain. And so he said the German one was £500. The English one was £400. And the Belgian one was £2,000. And he said, well, I want a good brain. I would presume that the German would be the best one in this case, but I don't quite understand why is the Belgian one so expensive? He said, well, you see, sir, this one's never been used.
Oh, come on.
I like the middle part.
He only tells the joke once every 10 years. You see, that's a joke from Holland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't travel
Translated,
well.
of course.
Yes, well, you know, some Punjabi jokes don't work in English either. Why don't you try it in Dutch, Mike?
We can
See if it's any better.
Nee, they niet beter worden in Nederlands, nee.
That was excellent.
That is fantastic.
So you're going to do a song for us later, then?
Maybe.
In Dutch.
In Dutch. Oh, well, that'd be...
Excuse me, what?
But they'll be doing a song later.
Why?
Well, we got paid.
Well, there's a band. Well, they're a band, and you know, that's what they do. We've had people do songs on here before.
But not in such vast numbers.
They haven't had a hit for years. They might have lost it.
We can still remember it.
Listen, I think I'll have to audition it in the front room, and if it's any good, we can play it out here.
Fine.
I'm not going to have another Darius on my hands.
I wish I could.
Yeah, all right, okay. Thanks for talking madness!
There you go, Suggs, me old mate. And that's for you, Chris. And don't worry, it's not a pay bar.
Oh, really?
I did
Hello, BBC.
Hello.
Enjoying yourself?
You're a rude boy.
Yes, thank you.
Can Sanjeev join you?
Sure. Of course you can. Dress like that.
You see, that wasn't difficult, was it?
Don't mind if you talk to them.
Go on.
Come on. Cheers, Sanj.
Cheers. All right? All right. Hey, don't worry, Chris, it's not a pay bar.
I've just said that.
Right. Listen, I was thinking, you're doing this song later on, and Tomo's not here, so you need someone to replace him. Yeah, you'd be safe, because I got this. I kind of... and I know all your songs.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, right, OK, what's this one? Night boat to Cairo!
Come on, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
Come on, answer the door.
Yeah.
Maybe next time, Sanj.
Think about that.
Drag me out for us, doing really well.
Beta, why don't you try and be friends with the next guest?
I'm friends with Madness.
Hello, Mr. Phillips. Ashwin Kumar. I love it.
This is
Great.
my
Hello,
son,
Mr. Phillips.
Sanjeev.
Very delightful.
Do you recognise him from television?
Very much so.
Oh,
yes.
thank you very much. I recognise you from
Very handsome.
things as well. Oh, thank you very much. I know. I was going to say that the other guests are Madness.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'll be hanging out with them because we're mates.
Oh.
And Mum and Dad will look after you.
You're still mates, son.
Yes, it's my posse.
Oh, nice.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, right. Yeah, catch you later. Welcome again. Madness is still with me, right here. I'm still here too. Yeah, all right. Okay, steady. Now, my next guest made Dr. Sexy when George Clooney was still sitting in his own poo. And I don't mean when he was making Batman 4. I mean when he was a baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Leslie Phillips! Yeah!
Mind the step, mind the step.
Please, have a seat,
Right,
sir.
here we go. What now?
Feel free to put your seat down here, Leslie.
My God.
There you go.
Is it Indian?
See?
Yeah, I just wondered.
Yeah, well,
Well,
yeah.
we made it, so it is.
Yeah. Welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Now, everyone thinks of you as the height of poshness, but you're actually from Tottenham, isn't it?
Oh. Yes, I was born in Tottenham.
What?
When the home side scored a goal, actually.
Let's see, that must have been...
A very long time ago, I'm afraid.
I was going to say that must have been football.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, okay, that's good.
He's bright, isn't he? Really
That's why I have my own show.
Don't do that, Leslie. He'll follow you home.
Well, I hope he will.
I feel like I've been flung back in time. Yeah, Tottenham's not far from the Nutty Boys over here. Is Tottenham, is it a kind of more common area than the bit?
Tottenham. We wrote a song that had the line Deepest Tottenham.
Deepest Tottenham.
Yes.
Yeah.
What means this deepest
Well, I suppose it means
Tottenham?
that even though we're on its boundaries, to us it seems somewhere quite far away.
Exotic?
I suppose you could say that. Everybody speaks like Leslie Phillips in Tottenham.
Do they really?
Yes, they do, yes. You go in any public house there,
Yeah.
and you'll be served by a very nice gentleman with a little pencil
Place to buy.
Is it?
And Walthamstow, I mean, honestly.
Well, then you're really going up market.
Exactly. Okay, it is Leslie's interview. So.
Sorry.
Let me get one thing out of the way straight away. You've got two very famous catchphrases, which everyone loves. There are two, yeah. And would you do them for us tonight, please?
Oh, please.
Kick off with the first one.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Hello. I don't know.
And the
really.
other one?
Yeah, I got stuck in the tube once doing that. And I had the whole tube train getting me to do all my catchphrases. It was incredible, really.
And the other one?
I've got so many. Oh, you gorgeous beast.
Oh, yeah.
That was one.
Yeah.
Gosh, left hand down a bit. Ding dong. I've forgotten that one. You know where that came from, do you? Ding Dong was a film I made a long time ago called Carry On Nurse. And I played a character called Jack Bell. So every time I saw a bird, I went, Ding Dong.
Mr. Phillips, I believe on the Carry On films, the actors were very badly paid, and it was the producers who made all the money. That was a stroke of genius, don't you think?
Yes. We were notoriously badly paid.
What about you guys? Have you ever signed a contract that you've regretted?
Well, you signed to do this show.
That's just what I was thinking.
Now, Leslie, you've done 110 films, over 110?
Something like that.
That's
Incredible. 110 films. 65 years in the business? Or...
a little more, I think.
Cool. Over 65
Don't tell
years.
anybody.
No one knows.
You know, Leslie, that is very interesting because in Bombay there is a Bollywood film actor called Hrithik Roshan, and he has just completed his 110th film, and he's been in the business almost 2 years.
Yeah, well, they do about 20 or 30 films at the same time.
At the same time.
Right.
It's incredible.
But you know, Leslie, everybody knows about your comic genius, but you're a very good, serious actor as well. You played Falstaff with the Royal Shakespeare Company,
Yes,
didn't you?
well, that's a comedy, of course.
Yes.
It's a comedy.
Was it? I mean, is it meant to be comedy, or is it comedy the way you played it?
It was the way I said hello. No, in fact, it's a part that has a kind of a depth in it as well. So you have to you have to go for the serious side of it. Let the comedy come from Shakespeare.
Of course.
But apart from all your, because you've done a lot of Shakespeare, isn't it?
Oh yes, yes. Chekhov is my favourite.
Star Trek.
Well, it's another way of doing it.
I suppose, yeah. But I was just thinking, apart from all the kind of the great roles that you played on stage in the Shakespeares, you of course also played a hat in the Harry Potter.
Oh yes, I'm sorting hat.
How do you prepare for a role like that?
Well, it's very strange actually, because they have a kind of a gadget with all the cameras and everything, and this gadget that fits round your head, so that it gets all the moves, all the eye movements, all the mouth movements, and, you know, as you move your head, and it all gets fixed into a kind of trick photography thing with your voice.
That's very high-tech, isn't it? I imagined that you just put your hand up the hat and went like that.
No, it's cleverer than that.
Are you saying that...
You put it so succinctly.
I did, didn't I? Now, Leslie, I want to talk about you as a sex symbol, because let's face it, you were very much in the 60s and 70s. What do you think the ladies found most adorable about you?
Well, I think they liked my humor more than my looks.
Oh,
you see, I used to worry about being fair, being blonde, you know. I was always being burnt. I had terrible skin, and I was worried about this blonde hair and all that. You won't believe what I used to do. I had such a thing about it. No, it wasn't that. No, I used to put cocoa on my hair.
Really?
Yes, Cadbury's, of course.
No, you're a man of class, after all.
Absolutely.
Mr. Phillips, I think it was the moustache. It gives a man a certain something. I think mine gives me a certain authority.
Does it?
What do you get from your moustache?
Where did it go?
Slipped out through my toes.
You got dissed by Leslie.
You see, he's got a...
You love that, don't you?
Now, Lizzie, now I read somewhere that
you?
you've got, yeah, I did once, that you've got your own place in Ibiza.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I know.
Do you give it large? Do you have it large? Does anything large happen?
Well, it is a hot climate.
Now listen, I've got to ask you finally.
Yes, do, please.
Now, you've got an OBE, which is fantastic.
Yeah, yes. I have an
very
OBE.
brilliant. But Donald Sindon's been knighted.
I know.
Don't you think that's...
I'm going to do something about
Well, I was going to say, don't you think that's unfair? Because you're better than him.
Well, It's funny you should say that.
Yeah, thank you.
But I agree with you, yes.
Well, listen, I would make you a lord.
Would you really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Leslie of Phillips! And Magnet!
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Our tells you that you've got to move in the middle of our. Father gets up late for work. Mother has to iron his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school. Sees them off with a small kiss. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. And everything was good when we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. And I remember how we played, simply waste the day away, then we'd say nothing would come between us. The dreamers. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got the date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street.